Well, hi, how are you today? Thank you for joining me again. If you live in the part of North Carolina where I do, pretty much in the middle of the state, we have been experiencing rain every day almost. It seems like odds are it's going to rain. And speaking of rain, and speaking of odds especially, do you like to gamble? Do you like to roll the dice, play cards, play the odds? Do you go to Vegas or other casinos? You know, I personally don't do that. I like to improve the odds in my life. I want to improve my chances of succeeding. I want the odds to turn in your favor and in my favor. Tell you what, why don't we get out of this rain and take a walk in the woods and see if we can't talk about improving the odds in our everyday life. I'll see you in a couple seconds. I tell you, odds are I'll be swatting a lot of mosquitoes before we finish sharing because of the wet weather. What areas of your life do you need to increase your odds? Do you want to improve or increase your chances of living longer or being happier? Do you want to increase your chances that people will enjoy your company and the likelihood that they will want to bless you? Do you desire to make it more likely that your finances, your relationships, and your peace will improve? We can say things, think things, and do things every day to make those desires most likely to happen. We can truly beat the odds. Like Aunt Bessie, who loved to visit her nieces and nephews. However, she had relatives all over the country. The problem was that no matter how much she enjoyed seeing them, she hated flying. No matter how safe people told her it was, she was always worried that somehow someone would have a bomb on the plane. Hold that thought for a moment. More about Aunt Bessie in a minute. You know, I don't know much, and I'm totally far from being an expert, but I do know this. A surefire way of making the odds almost zero that we will succeed are with a negative mouth and a negative mind. Like, I never, I can't, I won't. Everybody but me always. Everybody but me can. Everybody but me will. If you and I gamble with those thoughts and those words, we will lose the bet every single time. My friend, we know that life is sort of a gamble, but we can win most of the time and drastically increase our odds through our habits. Yeah, we blow it. We do and say stupid stuff. And yes, we can be even hypocritical many times. That's still not an excuse not to improve our chances and our odds through our habits. Like this: follow the master. Feed the mind. Forget the mouth. Forward the movement. Find the mentor. With those 5 habits, we can win at the card game of life. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Aunt Bessie. We were talking about Aunt Bessie. She loved her family, but she hated flying. She read books about how safe it was and listened to the flight attendant demonstrate all the safety features. But she worried herself silly every time a family visit was coming up. Finally, the family decided that maybe if she saw the statistics, she'd be convinced. So, they sent her to a member of the family who was an actuary. "Tell me," she said suspiciously, "what are the chances that someone will have a bomb on that plane?" The actuary looked through his tables and said, "A very small chance. Maybe 1 in every 500,000. She nodded, and then she thought for a moment. "So, what are the odds of 2 people having a bomb on the same plane?" Again, he went through his little tables. "Extremely remote," he said. "About 1 in a billion." Aunt Bessie nodded, and she left his office. And from that day on, every time she flew, she took a bomb with her. My friend, I like your odds. I think you're the bomb. I love you. God loves you. I'll see you soon.